Hello, and welcome to a screencast on how to use the East-West Institute's Worldwide Collaboration Network's website. I'm Stephen Sullivan, and this screencast was made on the 3rd of May 2008. Before we start, a little disclaimer. This site is just one part of a range of tools, including conferences, telephone calls, and publications, that EWI uses to help these networks work. It does not represent the entire activities of the networks. To visit the Worldwide Collaboration Network site, simply visit to www.eWInetworks.com. This takes you to the Worldwide Collaboration Network site homepage. The features common to the entire site that you can see here are the links to EWI's main website at the top and the navigation bar for the Worldwide Collaboration Network site down the side. The content of this page is a description of the Worldwide Collaboration Networks as a whole, and beneath that, the description of each of the individual networks. Please click on the title of any network, either in the page content or in the navigation bar, to continue. These pages are the network pages. There is a different network page for each network. You will notice an additional menu has appeared down the right. This shows the most recent content unique to that network. More on this in a moment. The main content of the network page is the description of the network, and beneath that, the forum subjects. The forum subjects show the current topics of discussion on this network's online community. Note that you cannot read the discussions unless you are a member of that network and logged in. Back to the content unique to the network. You can either click directly on linked content to access it, or you can click on More to see all content of that type on this network. You can also see the peer organisations of the network and the members of the network who have elected to have their details visible. Note that by clicking on any individual network member's name, you can bring up their biography and picture should they have provided one. To use the site further, you will need to create an account and log in. Click on the Join the Networks link on the navigation bar. This page is pretty self-explanatory, but for clarity I'd like to point out one or two things. Firstly, you're required to fill in certain fields. First names, last names, title, organisation and position within the organisation. Note that if you don't have an affiliation you wish to make public, please put individual in both of these fields. You will need to select a sector. This allows us to identify which part of the security community you come from, and will help us keep a balance in the networks, ensuring that you are receiving relevant information from us. We will also need an email address for you, a user ID, which you will use to log into the site, and a password. Please note that only the information at the top of the page is made accessible to the general public. If you do not want your involvement in the networks to be known, please check the box. Everything else on the page is strictly between you and EWI. You can read our privacy policy by clicking here, or by clicking on the user guidelines in the menu bar on the left. Once you click register, an email is sent to your address to confirm it. After you click the link in this email, a network administrator will review your application to join the generalist network, and you will receive an email when your membership has been confirmed. Aside from the generalist network, the site also hosts several smaller, issue-specific networks. These networks are invitation only in order to keep the balance of opinions, experience, and specialization that we think is important. Please contact the network administrator for the particular network that you are interested in, and they will get back to you to discuss your involvement further. Okay, so you've got your membership of our generalist network confirmed, but what does this let you do? The main thing is that it lets you take part in the discussions on each network. But before I get to this, let me explain about the user page, which is what you get taken when you log in. The user page displays content from all the networks that you are a member of, meaning that you don't have to check the network homepages for all issue-specific networks that you are interested in. It shows the 3 most active forums from each network. It also shows all the issue-specific content unique to each network. You can still access the network pages through the navigation bar on the left. However, you can now also read the discussion on each network either by clicking on the forum subjects on the user page or by clicking on the forum subjects on the network page. Each forum shows the forum subject at the top, followed by the comments, with the most recent comment at the bottom. You can click "Please add your comment here" to add your comment. We do not offer the ability to post anonymously, and comments go up immediately the Post Comments button is pressed. So, if you have any doubts about the content of your post, please speak to the network administrator before putting it up. You can also submit news alerts, publications, events and videos to those networks you are a member of. Simply go to the relevant content section for each network and click on Submit a link that is visible when you are logged in. These screens are pretty self-explanatory. Please speak to the network administrator if you have any problems getting your content up. Please note that when you press the Upload button on these screens, content is not immediately uploaded to the network. It waits on administrator approval before it is displayed on the network pages. Finally, you can edit your profile by clicking on the My Profile link in the navigation bar. You can also reset your password, should you have forgotten it, by clicking on the Reset Password link just below the Login options. Please remember to log out when you have finished using the site, although it will time you out automatically after a short period of inactivity. Thank you very much for your time, and I hope you enjoy collaborating with us.